all right. Good.
So that's the second one.
Yep.
All right.
Just setting it over here. Sorry.
No problem.
Geez, where do you get those fancy Edward Jones pens? I could use a couple.
I know. Hello. Check, check, check.
Let's see. I need this to be on the left side. Mercy, you got it. Let me know when you're ready to go, Kelly. We're probably live. That's okay. Can you hear me, Craig?
I can. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you just fine.
And the other thing, I apologize. So did you get the record 6 and 2 and 3 and 4? Okay, good.
Got him. It's the only thing I was able to get on my own.
Well, at least you're honest, right?
Yep. Nothing wrong with starting 10 minutes early.
I love it. Wow, that is right.
Beautiful. Well, good morning, everybody, and welcome here to the Blair Youth Sports Complex. Brian Abrahams and Craig Houghton with you on a beautiful fall. It's still late August morning, and we've got some softball action for you this morning, and we're already underway. Lainey Brown leading things off here for the Bears as they take on the Omaha Mercy Monarchs. Brown swings at the first pitch and flies out to center field. You might think to yourself, why is Blair batting first, Craig? Why are they the visiting team here at home? It's the Blair Invitational. That's the way that things work. So Monarchs are the home team. Bears are the visitors. Blair 6 and 2. Omaha Mercy 3 and 4 on the season. We'll try to get to the lineups here as quickly as we can. Chloe Kratz is the pitcher for Omaha Mercy, and she deals a strike to the number 2 batter in the Bears lineup, Mia McLean, their starting second baseman. Lainey Brown, as I mentioned, led things off. She's the center fielder. And now it's McLean. Left-handed batter, as we see occasionally, starts to creep forward in that batter's box. And shuffling toward the pitcher, and sometimes you got to look for that sort of that drag bunt or that slap hit to the left side, Craig.
Yep, Brian, game time temperature, 68 degrees. Absolutely gorgeous. Perfect. Here to start the morning.
Could not agree with you more. 1-1 the count. That pitch is going to be low. Now it's 2 balls and a strike on McLean.
And I'd have to believe, Brian, the strategy here, being the number 1 seed for the Blair Bears, is to score early and often here against Mercy as you can. I think they come in with a record of 3 and 4.
Yep.
Blair 6 and 2, so you definitely want to strike early if you can in this first inning.
Yeah, that's a good point, and we should note this is a 90-minute time limit. Nothing do we need to be concerned about now. That ball is slapped toward the left side. Nice play over there by the shortstop. Quick glove by Vanessa Burton. It was hit hard by McLean, but Burton stuck the glove out and made the catch. 2 hard hit balls here in the top of the first, but 2 outs recorded. And with 2 down, that'll bring up the number 3 batter for the Bears. It's Caitlin O'Neill, their shortstop.
And, you know, this is kind of unique. We haven't seen a lot of this, so it looks like the Bears are going to be in for a battle here today.
Off-speed pitch that time to start the at-bat. Coming in from Chloe Kratz, a little bit low, ball 1.
Yeah, and it's been a fun season up to this point, Brian. I mean, the Bears stumbled a little bit in a tournament last weekend, but overall have had a strong start to the year. Yeah,
they've won 3 in a row coming in here. That pitch is drilled. That's a fair ball down the left field line. It's going to be easily 2 bases here for O'Neill. She's going to hold up at second. Yeah, 2-out double.
What a rope hit down the third base line, and it bounced, probably 10, 15 feet beyond the third base line, or the third base for an easy double for Caitlin O'Neill.
Yeah, we had a perfect view of that. We were actually sitting looking right down the third base line. That was fair by about 6 inches. Yep. So 2 outs, runner in scoring position. Cleanup hitter at the plate. It's Reagan Blattert, Bears first baseman. She swings at the first pitch, chops it foul. Counts no balls and 1 strike.
And, Brian, it's interesting. According to Max Preps, Blair comes in to today's contest rated 13th, all class, it appears. So that's not bad.
No. I actually would have guessed that they might be higher than that. Bears reloading a little bit after a very successful season last year, but they've got a ton of talent in this junior class. That ball is chopped foul again. As the season plays on, we will, I'm sure, see those ratings fluctuate. As I mentioned, the Bears have won 3 in a row, defeated Omaha Scott, Lincoln Northwest, and Lincoln Standing Bear in their last 3 games, all this week. Their only 2 losses have come to Class A schools, Omaha Marion and Gretna. 0-2 the count now with a runner at second base here in the top of the first. Bears trying to get on the board. Pretty good spot with an off-speed pitch there, just missed outside. It's a great pitch on 0-2 there by Kratz, but did not get the call. The count now moves to a ball and 2 strikes.
And Reagan comes into the day batting .276 on the year, and she's had a lot of timely hits here lately. So let's see if she can't come through in the clutch here.
Yeah, Bears could use one here. The 1-2 is hit toward the third base side. It's bobbled momentarily. The throw across the diamond, though, is in time. Nicely done by Chloe King. Blattert is retired 5-3 to end the top of the first. We'll step away for just a few seconds here, and when we come back, we'll have the bottom of the first inning here. You're listening to Blair Bear Softball on BSDN Live. Thanks, Coach. John, are you worried you won't be able to stand up? I can do that myself, sorry. Welcome back to BSDN Live. Let's take a look at the defensive lineup here for the Bears. It'll be Emmy Hall in right field, Laney Brown in center, London Larson in left. Third baseman is Claire Anderson. Shortstop is Caitlin O'Neill. Second base, Mia McLean. First base, as we mentioned, is Reagan Blattert. The catcher is J.C. Sheet. And the pitcher will be Abby Leggett in the first game this morning. She'll face Ray Carmichael, Vanessa Burton, and Chloe King to start the lineup here for Omaha Mercy. Bottom of the first, 0-0 after the Bears went scoreless in their half of the first inning.
And Abby's done a nice job pitching this year thus far.
Starts Carmichael off with a good fastball, climbs the ladder, and gets a swinging strike. It's 0-1.
And Brian, I don't know if you've seen, but the schedule actually kind of pivots. Last week was a lot of away games. This week, obviously, there's the Blair tournament now, but then also a couple home games.
This ball is swung on, hit in the air to right, drifting over and making the catch without much of an issue is Emmy Hall. So first out is recorded here in the bottom of the first, and we should note there were supposed to be some earlier home games here for the Bears, but because of the storm that rolled through Blair a couple of weeks ago in middle of August, and there was some damage here at the fields, they had to move several games to road games. As Vanessa Burton now at the plate swings and misses at the first pitch, it's 0-1.
And I don't know about you, Brian, but it still blows my mind how wind could have done as much damage as it did here at the Blair Youth Softball Complex.
Yep.
I don't know if you happen to see any of the pictures, but a lot of these poles were bent darn near 45 degrees.
Right. Yeah, that was the issue. It wasn't so much the 8 inches of rain that we got in 36 hours. It was the wind and the potential danger of the poles that were leaning and obviously not taking any risk there. That pitch is a bunt attempt and an unsuccessful one for Burton. She's now down to the count, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Vanessa Burton, the number 2 hitter and the shortstop for Omaha Mercy. Working hard out there on the mound. Abby Leggett has a 1-2 count here in the bottom of the first. Off-speed pitch stays high. Burton lays off.
And, nice piece of pitching there you're up. You've got 2 strikes, so no sense in giving her a good pitch to hit right there.
Leggett rocks in the 2-2 pitch. Swung on and popped foul. Count remains 2 balls, 2 strikes.
I just feel lucky to be here because guess what the alternative was, Brian, if Blair couldn't host today?
I have no idea.
It was to actually go to Norris.
Well, pitch is swung on and missed, strike 3. Take advantage of the 10-minute drive instead of the hour and 15-minute drive.
Yeah, more like an hour and a half probably. But
it depends who's driving.
Yeah, there you go. But fortunate to be here and want to give a huge shout out to the members of the Blair Youth Softball Association who did a ton of work to get this complex ready so that we could be here today.
Yeah, exactly. I think we even had a little bit of rain overnight. Not much, but
enough.
Rain on the driveway enough that it could have caused a problem. But all 4 fields are in great condition. All 4 are being used here, by the way. There's 8 teams here at this Invitational. Chloe King is the batter. She's the third baseman for Omaha Mercy. After that swinging strike, the count is now even at 1 ball and 1 strike.
Right. Yep, for sure. And so it's fortunate to be here. Got 4 beautiful fields that they can be playing on.
That pitch is in there for called strike. Now it's a ball and 2 strikes as Abby Leggett tries to complete the 1-2-3 bottom of the first.
Yeah, and interestingly enough, Norris only has 2 fields. So imagine a 8-team tournament like this only being played out on 2 fields would have been a real challenge.
Yeah, it worked much better to have everybody here at Blair, the way that it was intended, by the way, at the beginning of the season. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here. That's swung on and missed. She drops the 3rd strike. She'll step inside. The throw down to first base is successful, and back-to-back strikeouts recorded by Abby Leggett to complete the bottom of the first inning. Monarchs go down in order. We move to the top of the second. Blair and Omaha Mercy tied 0-0. We're back in 30 seconds on BSDN Live. Welcome back here to BSDN Live, ready for the top of the second. Bears the visitors this morning. We'll have J.C. Sheet, Emmy Hall, and London Larson at the plate.
And Brian, J.C. comes in with a .318 batting average.
See if she can get things started here for the Bears. Chloe Kratz still out there on the mound working for the Monarchs. First pitch is low, ball 1.
Hey, and Brian, I'd be remiss if I didn't also say it's game day across the country. So glad we're getting these games in early, right?
Yeah, for college football fans, though, things really started on Thursday. That ball is drilled into center field, drifting back to deep center, and running out of real estate is Haley Heavey, the center fielder. J.C. Sheath with a leadoff home run here in the second inning. And the Bears have their first run of the ball game.
And interestingly enough, Brian, 8 games in, that is the Bears' first home run of the year. So I was wondering when it was going to happen, and it couldn't have happened in a better spot because at the end of the day now the Bears are up 1-0 and have a little bit of a lead to start the game.
Senior catcher for the Bears, puts them on the board first. It's 1-0. That'll bring up the number 6 spot in the order, Emmy Hall, junior right fielder.
And she's batting .353 on the year.
She swings at the first pitch, fouls it down the third base side. It's 0-1. We saw Hall last year as a sophomore pretty regularly in the lineup. So a lot of these players actually, a lot of very familiar names last year. Again, this is a team that went all the way to the semifinals, the finals last year.
Semifinals.
Thank you.
Yep. Year before that, finals.
That's right. So a regular contributor in the state tournament, and a lot of these girls have been part of those teams.
Without a doubt.
It feels like this is a year to try to get it all to come together. Off-speed pitch there is inside. Hall lays off, counts 1-1.
Yeah, you definitely have lots of reasons to be optimistic. It'll be interesting to see as players grow into their roles how they progress as a team. And interestingly enough, Brian, they changed the format for getting to state, so it's going to be a little bit harder now than it used to be in the past. So lots of changes and a lot of things that the Bears are going to have to adapt to. But I think I'm hopeful that they're up for the challenge.
Yep. Yeah, exactly. That pitch missed low, by the way. It's 2-1 on Emmy Hall. Kratz gets the sign from the catcher, the 2-1 pitch. It's an off-speed pitch that stays high. Now it's 3-1. So after Hall fouled the first pitch, a fastball, by the way, out of play down the third base side, they've gone with off-speed pitches now the last 3. Let's see if they come back with something hard here and if Hall's ready for it. 3-1 pitch on the way. Also a changeup. That one's laid off and in there for a strike. Count is now 3 balls, 2 strikes. With nobody out here in the top of the second, Bears lead it 1-0.
And it's nice, Brian, to be on BSDN Live and actually be live today. I can see the stream is working just fine.
Hall hits this one up the middle. It's knocked down by the shortstop, Burton, but the throw across the diamond is not quick enough to get the speedy Emmy Hall. She legs out an infield single. And the Bears have a base runner.
Absolutely. You like how this inning's shaping up, especially getting the first 2 batters with hits. And now you've got London Larson up to bat.
Larson, the junior left fielder. Another lefty at the plate here for the Bears.
And she comes in batting .444 on the year, Brian.
So the batting order doesn't get any easier. That bunt attempt is fouled. Larson trying to lay one down with nobody out and see if she can't get her teammate into scoring position. Just a little bit on top of that one and fouled it back to the catcher. Counts 0-1. I was about to say the batting averages aren't getting any easier as Kratz works her way through the lineup. No balls in the strike. Emmy Hall is the runner at first. London Larson at the plate. She swings at that pitch and fouls it down the first base side. Now she'll be fighting an 0-2 count.
And Brian, I don't know about you, but this is one of my favorite days of the year, especially with college football starting. And there's some real amazing games to start the opening weekend. And hey, the Huskers are 1-0, so that's pretty good.
I thought you were an Iowa State fan.
I am, but it's good for the state when Nebraska's victorious.
Totally agree. Larson lays off that pitch. It's high for a ball, and Emmy Hall with a straight steal of second base. She slides in there safely. Now we got a runner in scoring position with nobody out. A 1-ball, 2-strike count.
Yeah, and if London can get one through the infield, you'd think the Speedy Hall would score.
We're about to find out. That one's hit toward the right side. Off the glove of the second baseman, and Hall's going to try and score from second. She slides. She is safe. That ball did not even make it to the outfield, Craig, just like you predicted. It was a great effort by A.J. Ersland to stop that ball, and she even had a chance to make a throw to first. Larson beat the throw, and Hall did not hesitate coming around third base. She scored. She beat the tag, and the Bears lead it 2-0. Still nobody out here in the second. And again, a runner at first base. Abby Leggett, the pitcher, will be our batter.
Absolutely. Leggett comes in batting .250 on the year.
She swings at this first pitch, lifts it in the air to right, and drifting over to make the catch is Alexis Newfine. So the first out is in the books here at the top of the second. That moves us to the bottom of the order. Hannah Houghton, the Bears' designated player for this first game. The senior left-handed hitter steps into the box with a runner at first.
And she comes in with an average of 286 on the year. So let's see if she can't keep the momentum going.
She lays off an off-speed pitch to start the at-bat. It's low and outside, ball one.
And it's interesting, you know, with Hannah being the ninth batter, you got your top of the order right next. So let's hope the momentum can keep going.
Good eye there by Houghton. That pitch misses high. A lot of times they'll call that number 9 batter your second leadoff hitter, is exactly as you said, Craig. If they can produce from the bottom of the order, get themselves on the bases, and sort of set the table for the top of the order, things become really dangerous.
No doubt. And it's interesting, especially I think the Mercy coach kind of recognizes the gravity of the situation right now. Called time to settle his pitcher and talk to his infield to kind of help calm some nerves, help them reset, and just put their best foot forward here.
Yeah, that's a good point. Quick discussion out there on the mound as he brought his entire infield in, and probably, as you pointed out, Craig, just wanted to settle them down. It's a 2-ball, no strike count on the number 9 batter for the Bears, Hannah Houghton. London Larson is the runner at first. Blair's already put across 2 runs here in this inning.
Well, and that's just it. From Mercy's perspective, you want to stop the bleeding here if you can. And Blair, you just want this to continue.
Change up by Kratz. That one sort of slipped coming out of her hands. Missed high. It's now 3-0. Have to imagine Houghton is taking at least on this pitch and probably on the next one too if this is a strike.
I absolutely would be, because there's not been any demonstration of consistency thus far.
Here's the 3-0 pitch. That's a good fastball in there for a strike. And Hannah, as we predicted, was taking all the way. Now it's 3-1.
And it's interesting, Coach Fangmeyer gave her the thumbs up that, hey, she did what she was supposed to.
Yeah.
And now you got to protect.
Still a hitter's count, 3-1. She lays off. That's ball 4. Nicely done there by Houghton, making the pitcher work.
Absolutely. And this is going to bring up Emmy Hall, which when I look, or not Emmy Hall, but Lainey Brown, excuse me, batting 600 on the year. So, hey, Houghton did her job. Now you give way to the 600 hitter.
Yeah, and Brown was the first batter that we saw right when we came on the air, and she hit one hard into deep left center. Ended up being caught by the center fielder, so she's 0 for 1 in the ball game, and she's now down in the count. No balls and a strike, but as you said, a deadly hitter at that leadoff spot. Lainey is a junior, and she's in her 3rd year of varsity competition.
Yeah, and I looked at, according to Max Prep, she has the 23rd highest batting average in the state of Nebraska.
This one is fouled away.
See, Brian, I'm going to be a lot more dangerous this year because now I've figured out Max Preps, and I'm going to bring a whole lot of more knowledge this year than I maybe have in the years past.
Well, you know, with great knowledge comes great responsibility, so it's up to you to supply it then.
Well, I'll do my best.
Yeah. Brown's down to the count 0-2. 1 away here, runners at first and second. Change up. Laney lays off, drills it into right center, past the glove of the diving Heavey. That's going to score at least 1. Houghton's going to try and score from first. She's digging to the plate. She will score easily. A 2 RBI double for Laney Brown.
You hate to see the center fielder down because that ball was hit sharply to right center. And she gave max effort to get it. It was just outside the reach, and you just hope and pray that she's okay.
Absolutely. Got her teammates out there checking on her. Her coach is going to trot out there, so we'll have a brief stoppage in play. Nice job there by Brown. That was an off-speed pitch, and you could tell she waited on it, lined it into center field, and as we said, it was just out of the reach of the glove of Haley Heavey.
And it was interesting, Brian, watching the base runners. So Leggett was on second, Houghton was on first. they both had to kind of check to wait to see whether it was going to be caught or whether it was going to hit the ground. And I think as they were crossing the plate, you had two Bears crossing home plate within a matter of seconds. So
Yep.
good job in base running there for the Bears.
Good production by the middle to bottom part of the Bears order here in this inning. J.C. Sheath obviously led it off from the number 5 spot with a home run, but that Emmy Hall, London Larson, Hannah Houghton all reached base and all scored.
Absolutely. And out, we've got the head athletic trainer, Mark Quickle, out there rendering some aid as well to the injured player for Mercy. So you couldn't have asked for a much better second inning thus far, and there's still only one out with a runner on third. So great start to the inning.
Yeah, and the Bears, to add to that, are at the meat of their order here with number 2, 3, and 4 coming up. Obviously, Lainey Brown, we mentioned the leadoff hitter, and it's a good sign there as Hevy is up on her feet. Imagine she'll probably make her way over to the dugout.
Yeah, you'd certainly think so.
Although it looks like she might be advocating that she wants to stay in the game, but hobbling a little bit, probably best case for her to come out. And if that's the case, we're going to get a sub into the game.
And I can't see, Brian, who that is.
Well, it looks like
number 11?
Yeah, that's Alexis Newfine. She was the right fielder, so she'll move to center.
And then number 18 is out in right field.
And that's Macy Golliver. She's the designated player, so she will. She bats already in the number 8 spot, so she'll move from the designated player spot into right field. And it looks like Haley Hevy, at least for the moment, will exit the ball game.
Well, and for Hevy, you know what? There's 3 other games today, so two more games that they'll have after this.
Right.
So it makes sense. Hey, go put a little ice on it, make sure you're okay, and then if and when you're ready, come back in.
Yeah, exactly. And that means also that Alexis Newfine probably will move into the batting order she was the number 10 player, so the flex player, so she will, I believe, replace Hevy at the cleanup spot. So it's also a big loss for Mercy. At least you would assume, their cleanup hitter also now out of the game, right? So Newfine,
yeah.
We'll find out in the bottom of the second, but I'm sure that's where she will move into the lineup. And our home plate umpire taking care of a little bit of paperwork with the coaches from the Omaha Mercy staff. Now he's going to head over to Coach Fangmeyer and make sure that their official book is on the same page. Lainey Brown will be the runner. She's at second base after a 2 RBI double.
And, Brian, while we have a second, do you mind if I give the audience a rundown of the
No,
teams
go
that are
ahead.
here?
Go ahead.
All right, so give me 1 second. So I believe this is a 8-team tournament, and so Blair comes in as the 1 seed, obviously playing the number 8 seed Mercy. On the same side of the bracket, you've got number 4 seeded Elkhorn, number 5 seeded Fremont. Then on the other side, you've got number 2 Ashland Greenwood, who's the 2 seed, playing Cozad here at 10 o'clock. And then the 3 seed is Norris, with the 6 seed being Malcolm. So we want to welcome all of those teams and their fans to Blair Youth Softball Complex.
So the winner of this game gets the winner of Elkhorn and Fremont. It is being played at the same time here. Now we're ready to resume action. The first pitch to the number 2 batter, Mia McLean, is in the dirt, ball 1.
Yeah, and Brian, interesting. So Norris and Malcolm will play at 10 a.m. over on the McKinnis Field, and Ashland Greenwood and Cozad will play on the Woodhouse Field.
That pitch missed low as well. Now it's 2-0. Lainey Brown
And so
Craig had to stay at second base. That ball was knocked down nicely by the catcher. Go ahead.
And so for the audience, we will be live for this game. Then the Bears will play win or lose at 11 a.m. And then after that, we'll play again at 2 o'clock. And the plan, keep me honest, Brian, is to broadcast all of these games live on BSDN Live.
Yep, that's the plan. You're exactly right. As McLean takes the 2-0 pitch high, now it's 3-0 to the Bears' junior second baseman.
And there's plenty of seats available if you're out and looking for something to do today.
If you're tired of listening to us. That pitch is in there for a called strike. Now it's 3-1.
I think the only ones that get tired of hearing us, Brian, are maybe our wives.
I don't think. I know that's a fact. That is a fact. 3 balls, 1 strike to count to Mia McLean. Laney Brown, the runner at second. 1 away, 4 runs across home plate here in the top of the second for the Bears. That's going to be high, and McLean earns a walk. The second walk of the inning issued by Chloe Kratz. Runners now at first and second once again. The batter will be Caitlin O'Neill. She doubled her first time up, Craig, with that hard hit ball just inside of the third baseline.
And Caitlin's been on a tear here recently, getting a lot of solid hits for the Bears.
Now we're going to have a steal of third base by Laney Brown. The throw goes into left field. Brown pops up, and she will come in across home plate. So that is run number 5 here in the inning. McLean followed her and is now out at second base. The pitch was out of the strike zone. It's ball 1 on O'Neill.
And, you know, if you're the Bears, you got to take advantage of every opportunity you get to score, and that was just an opportunistic opportunity to score. So good job by the Bears to capitalize.
1-0 count now on O'Neill. Off-speed pitch missed high. Now it's 2-0.
And, Brian, the thing I love is the Bears just continue to attack, right? Even though they're up 4 or 5-0, they're continuing to be aggressive at the plate and taking advantage of the inconsistencies by Mercy in the circle.
Really showing a lot of plate discipline up there, too. At that pitch miss high, it's 3-0. I'm sure when your team is rolling like this, you want to get up there, get the big hit, drive in a run. When you start swinging at pitches that are out of the strike zone, you can really become actually a detriment to your team. So nice discipline here by O'Neill. She lifts that one high in the air toward the right side. McLean will tag. This ball is caught by the center fielder. McLean slides safely into third base, so sacrifice fly moves the runner, but O'Neill is retired for out number 2 here in the inning.
And so depending on what Blatter does here, the Bears have a chance to bat around in the second inning, Brian. So it'll be interesting to see what Blatter's able to do, especially with a runner on third base.
That's Alexis Newfine, by the way, that made the play, who just moved from right field to center field. And as Craig said, Reagan Blattert, the Bears' first baseman and their cleanup hitter, is at the plate. The ball's going to get away from the catcher, and sliding in from third base will be Mia McLean. That's what you call manufacturing a run. She got to second base by stealing. She got to third on a sacrifice fly and then comes home on a ball that was no more than 10 feet away from home plate. That's just good hustle.
No doubt. And if you give these Bears an inch, they're going to take a mile. And so great job there by the Bears to take advantage of the Mercy miscues.
It's now 6-0 here in the top of the second. 1 ball, no strikes to count on Blattert. That pitch missed low, and now it's 2-0.
Well, and interestingly enough, we're under an hour now left in this ball game. And that gives you a lot of confidence going into on the defensive side that, hey, just pitch strikes and let your team, be behind you out in the field.
Yeah, it's been a long top of the second. This is the 9th batter that the Bears have sent to the plate here in the inning. That pitch missed a little bit outside, and now it's 3-0. Really, Chloe Kratz did a nice job in the first inning staying in the strike zone. The Bears did put the bat on the ball, but her defense helped her out. The second inning has been just a little bit different. She's issued a few walks and been in the 3-0, 3-1 count several times. It's now 3-0 to Blattert. She's taking all the way. That pitch is in there for a strike. Now it's 3-1. Have to imagine that as the cleanup hitter, Reagan is going to look for one pitch, one spot. If she gets it here, she's going to try and drive it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. She's got plenty of power, so let's see what she can do.
That one is laced in fair territory down the left field line. Blattert will round first. She's going to try and get to second base, and she will make it standing up. 2-out double for Reagan Blattert.
Brian, that's the second ball that's been hit like a laser down that right field line. So the Bears are on it today, ready to pounce on any good pitch.
And that will bring up for the second time in this inning, J.C. Sheath. She was the catcher, is the catcher that led off the inning with a solo home run here for the Bears to get all the scoring started. She hits this one toward the left side, bounces up in and out of the glove of the shortstop, and the throw across the diamond is not in time there by Vanessa Burton. So Sheath reaches on the error. That moves Blattert from second to third. Bears now have runners at the corners, and Emmy Hall will be the batter. See if they bring in a courtesy runner for JC, the catcher.
Yeah, that's Taya Templer who's going to run for her.
So number 44, Taya Templer, a sophomore, will head out and replace Sheath on the bases.
And so up to bat is going to be Emmy Hall. She's a junior, batting .353 on the year.
Hall singled, stole the base, and scored earlier this inning. That pitch missed low. Ball one.
And it'll be interesting to see if they send Templer in this situation to go get the easy base. I would expect that they would here on this next pitch, as they try to continue to compound the results from this inning.
Yeah, 6 runs across already here in the top of the second. That one's hit into left field in between third and short. That's a base hit by Emmy Hall. Also earns her an RBI as Reagan Blattert comes in to score the 7th run of the inning. Templer moves up one base to second. Second single of the inning for Hall. Bears now lead at 7-0, and it'll be London Larson at the plate. Number 7 spot in the Blair order. Larson singled and drove in a run in her last at bat.
So Brian, I can smell whatever they're grilling over there at the intermission here. Are you going to buy me a hamburger?
Not at 9:30 in the morning. This one has popped up in the air on the infield, drifting over and unable to make the play is the second baseman. And now the Bears are in a bit of a rundown situation. Good heads-up play there by Hall. She slides back in safely, and Taya Templer comes in to score. So that was kind of a crazy situation. Of course, with 2 outs, the runners were running as soon as there was contact made. The ball was not out of the infield. Hall was around second. Templer was already around third, so she scores, and Larson reaches on the infield error.
Boy, and Brian, you look over and you look at the Mercy coaches, and their heads are just in their hands, especially at the varsity level. Those are balls that just have to be caught.
Yeah, the batter now is Abby Leggett. That pitch is in the dirt, ball one, and it bounces away from the catcher, and that allows both Blair base runners to advance one base. So Emmy Hall is now at third. London Larson is at second. Bears are up 8-0, all of them coming here in the top of the second. There are 2 outs, but a huge opportunity for the Bears pitcher to help herself, as they say. She swings at that ball and chops it foul down the third base line. Evens up the count 1-1. Yeah, and you're right, Craig. Sometimes when things start going bad, it starts to snowball, and you just need a deep breath to collect your thoughts.
Absolutely, and if you're the Blair Bears, you just want this to continue.
This one's hit toward the left side, picked up by Burton, the shortstop. There's a good throw onto first base, and Leggett is retired 6-3 to end the second inning. But Blair does plenty of damage in the inning. They score 8 times. They lead at 8-0 as we head to the bottom of the second. We'll step away for 30 seconds. We'll be back on BSDN Live. Welcome back here again to the Blair Youth Sports Complex on BSDN Live. It's Brian Abrahams and Craig Houghton with you. So we're ready now for the bottom of the second inning. the Bears visitors on the scoreboard this morning take a 8-0 lead into the bottom of the second. Abby Leggett will face 4, 5, and 6 in the Monarch lineup. And I think we're trying to figure out who is going to be the cleanup hitter. We talked about it, Craig, that Haley Heavey, their center fielder, was the number 4 spot in the order. But she got hurt in the top of the second diving for a ball and had to come out of the game. It looks like it's going to be number 17.
So that would be Peyton Michalski. She's a freshman. Did I get that last name right?
I don't. I'm sure. Michalski, Peyton. So
Thank you.
So she will take over that cleanup spot.
And what a big spot for the freshman to come in here.
Yeah.
And if you're Mercy, at the end of the day, now facing this big hole, you just want to string good at-bats together, one after another.
And if you're Blair, on the flip side, you've got the momentum. Goal here is obviously a 1-2-3 inning and keep it as stress-free as possible.
Without a doubt. And if you're Leggett, just throw strikes. Because at the end of the day, you got a big lead. Just throw strikes. You want to get in and out of this inning as quickly as you can.
Yep. First pitch to Peyton Michalski. I'm sorry, I apologize. I'm going to butcher that one. Is a ball. She swings and misses at the 1-0 pitch. Now it's a ball and a strike. Typically, if we've got rosters before the game time, I try to meet with the coaches and see if we can't get proper pronunciations. Kind of a stickler on making sure we get that right, but we didn't have that luxury here this morning, so sometimes you got to you play with the hand you're dealt, right?
Roll with it. Yep.
That's right. A ball and 2 strikes now on Michalski. And a good change up there by Leggett. She pulls the string, and it's a swinging strike 3. That is the 3rd consecutive strikeout for Abby Leggett. That'll bring up the number 5 spot in the order. It's Audrey Batenhorst, their first baseman.
And so, Brian, I have to ask.
Oh, boy.
What number of game is this broadcast for you? I know you know it.
Actually, I don't know. I really don't know. This pitch has fouled back to the screen. I would guess we're somewhere in the 520s, but I'm not 100% sure.
Okay. Well, hey.
Maybe during the next break I'll go back and count.
Okay. Well, it's an honor to be here with you today.
Yeah. I'm super happy to have you here, Craig. You make my job a lot easier. Batenhorst takes that pitch out of the strike zone. It's 1-1.
Well, you're here to speak facts and keep it serious. My job is to make it fun.
Exactly. I could not have put that in a much better way. This pitch is popped foul up and into the bleachers. Moves the count to a ball and 2 strikes.
And Leggett's doing a nice job of pitching strikes. I mean, at the end of the day, just keep it rolling if you can.
Exactly. Bears trying to win their 4th in a row and move their record to 7-2 here this morning. Leggett with a ball and 2 strike count. Change up, swing, and a miss. Nice job. 2 consecutive, very good off-speed pitches. It's 4 strikeouts in a row for Abby Leggett.
And what a luxury for the Bears to have a quality depth in the circle. To have Leggett who can step in and take control of a game like this. She's done a nice job thus far.
Pitch misses high, ball 1.
And Brian, I'm going to let you try and announce this name.
Oh, this one I got. This is Feldhaus, Addison Feldhaus, the left fielder. Swings and misses at that one, and the count is even now at 1-1. I should say I believe that's the way you would pronounce that name.
You're probably right. And it's kind of fun to watch Leggett work here in the bottom of the second. She's smiling in a rhythm and has good.
Nice job by Feldhaus. A changeup. She stuck the bat out there and was able to keep it in play. Now the ball almost thrown away by the Bears. It's going to be a single, first hit of the ball game for Omaha Mercy, and really a nice piece of hitting by Feldhaus.
I think I may have jinxed her there, Brian.
Yeah, it was still a strike, but And a really good changeup. Feldhaus had the bat out there and just kept it in the strike zone long enough to get that one looped over the head of Anderson at third base and into left field. A.J. Ersland is the batter now. She's the second baseman. She swings at the first pitch, grounds it over to the right side to the Blair second baseman. Nice job there by Mia McLean as she makes the scoop and the throw over to first base in time. So Ersland is retired 4-3 for out number 3. Monarchs do get one runner on the bases, but she's stranded out there as we head to the top of the third. Blair leads at 8-0. We'll be back in 30 seconds on BSDN Live. And we're back on BSDN Live, ready for the top of the third. Blair will have the bottom of their order to get us started here. It'll be Hannah Houghton in the number 9 spot, then back to the leadoff hitter Lainey Brown and Mia McLean. Bears up 8-0 on Omaha Mercy.
And Brian, if Blair were able to tack on a few runs, that would start to bring in the run rule potentially.
Right. And you have to imagine in a tournament situation like this where they've got 3 games in one day, anytime you can end a game early and save, and I get it, these are high school girls, they got all kinds of energy, but conserve some of the energy would be a good thing.
Absolutely. And allow them to go and watch some of the teams that they may be playing later.
Yep, exactly. Houghton's ahead in the count. Ball and no strikes. She swings and fouls that one back. Counts now 1-1. That's her first swing of the day.
Yeah, that's right.
Her first at bat, she drew a 5-pitch walk. Good cut there. Counts now a ball and a strike on the Bears' senior designated player.
And Hannah comes in with a .286 batting average. See what she can do right here.
Yeah, a quick timeout as a foul ball from the other field found its way onto WCB field. Now we're ready to go. 1-1 the count. Houghton lays off. That one was just a little bit outside. Another pretty good spot there by Chloe Kratz, the pitcher for Omaha Mercy.
You know, the one thing that Hannah does real well is she's got good plate discipline and normally doesn't swing at balls.
Yeah, we saw that in her first at bat. You're exactly right. 2-1 the count. That's a good spot there. She caught it on the inside corner. Houghton laid off, but it's a called strike. Count is now 2-2.
And now you got to protect. It's 2-2, so there's no laying off or being passive here.
Exactly. Houghton readies for the 2-2 pitch. Low and outside, so protecting but still being selective and not swinging the pitches out of the zone.
Well, and it'd be huge to get Hannah on. She's pretty fast, and boy, it'd be nice to get her on to start this third inning.
She'll get a full count pitch here, the 3-2. Swung on and missed, strike 3. A good cut by Houghton, but a better spot by Chloe Kratz. Her first strikeout of the ball game, and out number 1 here in the top of the third. It's a huge out, Craig, for the Monarchs because that keeps the bases empty as Blair turns it back to the top of the order. It's Lainey Brown at the plate. She's hit the ball hard twice. She's 1 for 2 with a double and 2 RBIs and a run scored. Change up actually hit Brown, and Lainey will trot down to first base.
And interestingly enough, Brian, I was just looking at stats. Lainey is leading the team, at least coming into today, with 7 stolen bases. So hopeful that she's able to build on those stats right here.
Yeah, now she's got a opportunity out there at first base after the hit by pitch. Bunt attempt there by Mia McLean is foul for ball one.
And I absolutely love watching McLean go to work, especially being speedy, being a left-hander. She's able to really put a lot of stress on the Monarchs here because she can either bunt, she can slap, or she can hit away.
And she hits away here. A line drive to the shortstop is snared out of the air. She tries to double off Brown over at first base. The throw gets away, and the speedy Lainey Brown, after tagging up essentially, now makes her way over to second base. So she's out there at second. So McLean, for the second time in the game, by the way, lines out to the shortstop for out number 2. She is able to move the runner to second in a bit of an unconventional way, and thanks to some help from the Mercy defense. And now with a runner in scoring position, Caitlin O'Neill, the Bears shortstop, is at the plate. First pitch is low and in the dirt, ball one.
And to give a quick update, so Blair has today, or in the Blair invite, and then on Tuesday they will play Norris at 6:30, and then on Thursday they will play Gross Catholic, all here at Blair Youth Softball Complex.
Nice little homestand here for the Bears. That pitch misses as well. It's now 2-0. O'Neill, 1 for 2 in the game. She doubled in the first, flew out to center field last inning. Bears up 8-0, 2 away here with a runner at second here in the top of the third. The pitch from Kratz is lined into center field. That'll be a base hit. Brown will round third. She will score without a throw, and it's an RBI single for Caitlin O'Neill.
And that one was hit on a rope out to center field. So nice piece of hitting there by Caitlin O'Neill.
So she's at first. The Bears add a run. They lead at 9-0. And Reagan Blattert, their cleanup hitter, is at the plate.
Yeah, and Reagan's batting .273 on the year.
Change up. She gets it up in the air toward left field, and a nice running catch made out there by Addison Feldhaus. She was shaded a little bit toward the left field line. She had a long run, but she was able to make it, snares the ball out of the air, and out number 3 is recorded here in the third. The Bears do get one run. They lead at 9-0 as we move to the bottom of the third inning. We'll be back in 60 seconds on BSDN Live.
Thank you for being a part of BSDN Live coverage of the Blair Bears. We're proud to partner with many local businesses that are supporting all of the Blair School activities. Join us in thanking them as well. Awful Nice Guys Heating and Air Conditioning, locally serving Washington County for 25 years and counting. Find out more about Mike Beebe and the team at awfulniceguys.com. Memorial Community Hospital and Health System, serving Blair, Fort Calhoun, and Tacoma with continued expansion of services from birth and beyond. Learn more at mchhs.org. Woodhouse Auto Family, serving our community and the world with all of your driving needs. Search woodhouse.com. For real estate, nobody knows Washington County like WC Real Estate. Blair Eye Associates, Dr. Ryan Palmer. Jackson and Associates, Inc. RVR Bank for your local banking and wealth management needs. Balls Out Motors, Tax and Business Consultants, Turnkey Nerds, SEI Security Equipment, Inc., and Great Plains Communications.
Welcome back here to BSDN Live. Bottom of the third inning, Abby Leggett back out there on the mound for the Bears. She will face 8, 9, and 1 in the batting order for Omaha Mercy. Macy Golliber will lead things off in the inning. She's got a 1-ball, 1-strike count. Golliber started as a designated player. In the second inning, she had to move out into right field after an injury to the center fielder. She takes that pitch on the inside corner. It's now a ball and 2 strikes. Some defensive changes for the Bears. Tatum Macklin has moved into right field. Taylor Munger is the third baseman, and Claire Anderson has moved from third to left. Changeup by Leggett misses low.
And it's hard to believe, Brian, but there's like 37 minutes left. So nice to see some other Bears get inserted into the lineup.
Yeah, I'm sure that was part of Coach Fangmeyer's strategy, too. Good job by Golliber to foul off a tough pitch on the inside corner. Keeps the count the same at 2-2. Her first at bat of the ball game. We're at the number 8 spot in the Monarchs order. Bears up 9-0 here in the bottom of the third.
So Golliber coming in is batting .500.
Comes up empty with a swing and a miss there. That's the 5th strikeout of the ball game for Abby Leggett. First out here in the bottom of the third. That will bring up Omaha Mercy's pitcher, their number 9 batter, Chloe Kratz.
And it's interesting, Brian, when you look at the Mercy lineup.
And Kratz with a nice line drive, but a better play defensively. That's Reagan Blattert, the Bears' rangy first baseman, just stealing a single from Chloe Kratz. Nice play as she snares that line drive out of the air, and out number 2 is recorded.
No doubt.
What a play.
That was great. And if they're hitting like they are and are able to get some outs like that, they're pretty hard to beat.
Yeah, it's not almost unfair stealing plays like that. Nice job there by Reagan. Now they're back to the top of the order, and it's Ray Carmichael who made contact in her first at bat, flew out to right field to start the bottom of the first. She's ahead in the count here, 1-0. Swings and lines this one into center. Lainey Brown has a beat on it. She'll drift back and makes the catch easily. So a 1-2-3 inning defensively for the Bears. They will take this 9-run lead into the top of the fourth. We'll be back in 60 seconds on BSDN Live. Welcome back here once again to BSDN Live from the Blair Youth Sports Complex. Brian Abrahams and Craig Houghton with you. Blair leading Omaha Mercy in this first game of the day. 9-0 is the score. Bears are at the middle part of their order. It's J.C. Sheet, their catcher. J.C.'s batted twice. She's been on base twice. Well, once was a really quick trip around the bases. It was a solo home run in her first at bat. And then she reached on an error later on that inning. That was the 8-run second inning that the Bears had. She's ahead in the count here, 1-0.
And Brian, if Blair were able to score 1 run and see the bottom half of the inning go, the Monarchs score scoreless, that would be the end of the ball game.
It would be up 10-0 after 4, as Craig's alluding to. That would be the 10-run rule. See if the Bears can take care of their half of that equation first. 2 balls, no strikes to count on Sheet. She chopped that one foul off of her left foot. Moves the count to 2 balls and a strike.
And boy, I can't believe it's overcast and not a breath of wind in this situation.
Yeah, you
today.
can see the flag maybe on our video feed out there in center field, not really moving at all.
Especially this time of year, you can get some real hot ones.
Yeah, it's a really good point. We've spent many days out here on a uncomfortable sunny day in September. She takes that pitch out of the zone. It's 3-1. As Chloe Kratz, pitcher who started the game for the Monarchs, continuing to work out there for Omaha Mercy. The 3-1 pitch lifted high in the air toward the left side of the infield. Drifting back and making the catch this time is Vanessa Burton, the shortstop. And she, for the first time in this morning's game, is retired for out number 1. We had some defensive changes here, so I believe our batter is going to be Tatum Macklin, who came in place of Emmy Hall. Swings and laces that first pitch into left center. That's going to get all the way to the fence. Macklin digging to second base. She will reach easily standing up. So Macklin with a stand-up double on the very first pitch that she sees. As the Bears in scoring position again.
And this is going to bring up, for the first time, Taylor Munger to the plate.
So Munger, a junior. She came in place in the batting order anyway of London Larson and took Claire Anderson's place at third base. First pitch is high and outside, ball 1. So Larson was in left. Anderson went from third to left, and then Munger replaced Anderson at third base. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Runner at second base with 1 away. That ball's hit hard and past the glove of the second baseman into right field. It's going to bring Macklin around third base, and she will score.
Yeah, nice piece of hitting there by Munger.
An RBI single, exactly right. She went with that pitch, didn't try to do too much with it. Drove it into right field, base hit. Bears up 10-0. Going to get a quick stoppage of play here by the Monarchs. Head coach out to visit with his ball club. The batter is going to be Abby Leggett, the Bears pitcher. She is 0 for 2 in the ball game. She's flown out to right field in her first at bat and then grounded out to the shortstop to end the second.
And for the viewers, there's 29 minutes remaining. So as mentioned, we are in run rule territory. So depending on how the rest of this inning goes, this could be the final inning. And I don't know about you, Brian, but I'm ready for you to buy me that hamburger.
I don't even have to ask a lot more times than that.
And hey, Brian, go figure. I bring the 10 out this morning, and we don't really need it.
Exactly, but it looks nice, though.
Yeah, there we go.
There you go. 1 away, runner at first, 1 run across in the inning here for the Bears. And as I mentioned a moment ago, Abby Leggett is the batter. Swings and misses at the first pitch. She's down to the count 0-1. Nice job there by Kratz to get ahead in the at-bat. Bears up 10-0. They're at the number 8 spot in their order.
And as they always say, she could help her own cause here.
That's exactly right. She lays off that pitch and it's low and inside. Nice job by Carmichael, the catcher, to keep that one in front of her.
And it is so nice to be able to play some games at home, Brian. Having watched this team play on the road, it is so nice to be home.
Yeah, that's really, really true. That ball's hit hard. Nice snag there by the third baseman. Throws to second base to get the force, and they get the out. Boy, that's a beautiful play. That's Chloe King over there at third. She's been really good over there defensively here in this game, and she continues to do that as Munger is forced out at second base.
And you know what? Nice piece of coaching here. We're going to have Olivia Bacon courtesy run for Abby Leggett here. Olivia is a freshman, actually, for the Bears, and getting her first varsity action right here.
Perfect. So she'll be out there as a courtesy runner for Leggett. It's 2 away now as Hannah Houghton steps to the plate.
And Olivia is a very tall freshman. So I know she's a pitcher and gonna add a lot of depth to the team this year and in coming years.
Right. We might get a chance to see what kind of speed she has out there at first base as well. If Houghton can put something into play here, she swings and fouls that ball back to the screen there. Makes the count 1 ball and 1 strike.
No doubt, and it's neat to see lots of players get action here because there's a lot of season ahead, and you never know when that experience is going to come in handy.
Yeah, I'm looking at the roster that the Bears provided here, and I think now everybody on the roster has been into the ball game. That pitch misses. It's going to scoot away from the catcher, and Olivia Bacon will head to second base, so she will move into scoring position now with 2 outs.
And, Brian, I think we'd be remiss, too, if we didn't say a big thank you again to the Blair Youth Softball Association for all of their work, for getting the fields ready, fixing them from the storm damage, and allowing us to be here today.
Yeah, that's so true. They always do such a good job here with the field conditions under regular terms, but had a lot of work to get the fields ready here today. Swing and a miss by Houghton at the 2-1 pitch, and that moves the count now to 2 balls and 2 strikes. Opportunity for Hannah to drive in a run and give the Bears their 11th run of the game if she can find something in the outfield here. That pitch is outside. It's now 3-2. Houghton has done a good job working the pitch count in all 3 of her at-bats. She had a full count her last at-bat. She's got a full count here and had a 3-1 pitch in her first at-bat. Kratz to the wind and the pitch. Called, strike 3. Houghton goes down on strikes. I think she was saying that that pitch she thought hit her right arm. Home plate umpire didn't agree. That's the second strikeout of the ball game for Chloe Kratz. They strand the runner at second, but Blair does get a run here in the top of the 4th. That makes it 10-0. They'll send the defense out to try to get 3 outs and send this game home early. We'll be back in 30 seconds. We'll see if they can do it on BSDN Live. Welcome back here again to BSDN Live. 10-0 your score as we move into the bottom of the 4th inning. Omaha Mercy will have 2, 3, and 4 in their lineup. First pitch is swung on and popped foul. Up and out of play by Vanessa Burton, shortstop. She's down in the count 0-1. Abby Leggett back out there on the mound for the Bears, trying to finish things off here. She got Burton on strikes the first time she faced her. Good changeup here, and Burton with a swing and a miss.
Yeah, and Brian, the other games are now started behind us, so all 4 fields are in play. There's about 23 minutes left on this game.
Yeah, the Bears next scheduled to play at 11, so this would give them plenty of time to rest if they could wrap things up here in the 4th. That pitch missed inside. Outside, excuse me, and makes the count a ball and 2 strikes. On Vanessa Burton, the Monarchs shortstop. And a swinging foul tip into the glove of J.C. Sheet. I was going to say that should be strike 3, right? That's what I thought. I was not sure what did I miss there, but Burton tried to stay at the plate, but now she's sent back into the dugout. That's the 6th strikeout of the ball game for Abby Leggett. First out here in the 4th, and it'll bring up Chloe King. King, the third baseman, swings and misses at the first pitch, down to the count 0-1. She's done a nice job defensively, as we mentioned in the top of the inning. Struck out here in her only at bat so far back in the first. Now she's down in the count, 0-2.
Boy, and Leggett's had such good control this game. Pretty much whatever pitch she wanted or needed, she's been able to get across regularly.
Yeah, it's easy to say, but sometimes it's the hardest thing to do when you've got a 6, 8, 10-run lead. Just keep pounding the strike zone and force the hitters to make plays. That pitch slipped out of her hands. Thinks it's going to be a changeup, I believe, and she lost it right out there near the mound. Makes the count a ball and 2 strikes as it skips across home plate. But when you're out there throwing strikes, that keeps your defense engaged as well. 1-2 pitch misses high and outside. Moves the count to 2-2.
Yeah, and here we've got 1 out. So let's see if Leggett can't get her right here.
She rocks the 2-2 pitch. Just a little bit high. That's 3-2.
And a walk wouldn't be the end of the world here. But boy, if you can get her out, that'd be a big second out in this inning.
It's the first 3-ball count that Leggett has worked into, and she gets a swinging strike 3 on the full count pitch. Chloe King goes down on strikes for out number 2. 7th strikeout of the ball game for Leggett.
Hey, Brian, can I call it or can I call it?
Nailed it.
Yeah, there you go.
And the Monarchs may be down to their final out here as Peyton Mikowski steps up to the plate. She lines this one into center field, so she says we're not ready to go home yet. Single has her down there at first base. And a runner on the bases for Omaha Mercy will bring up Audrey Batenhorst, their first baseman.
And I want to give a quick call out too, Brian. On the Mercy coaching staff is Tori Vallada, former Blair player.
Nice to get some alumni back here. That one's high and outside to Batenhorst. Gets away from Sheath, and Mikowski heads down to second base. So now a runner in scoring position for Omaha Mercy for the first time in the game.
Absolutely. And Tori's mom, Beth, actually works for the school district. And they're a great softball family here locally.
Ball and a strike now, the count to Audrey Batenhorst. She missed with that last swing. Fouls this one back to the fence and makes the count a ball and 2 strikes.
Brian, it just also makes me old for remembering her as a high school student, right?
Yeah. I didn't want to say anything, but since you said it.
The truth hurts, what can I say?
Yeah. There's a ball and 2 strike pitch now to Batenhorst. Swing and a miss, strike 3 as Leggett strikes out the side here in the 4th. Recording strikeouts number 6, 7, and 8. And with a 10-run lead after 4 innings, that will be the end of the ball game as Blair will pick up their 7th win of the season. Omaha Mercy falls now to 3-5, and now, as we mentioned earlier, Blair will await the winner of Elkhorn and Fremont, a game that is
going on right now. It's 4-2.
4-2. I can't tell you which team is for. It may be Fremont if they are the home team, but either way, it doesn't matter. Our next game will be at 11 o'clock, so we have just about an hour before we get things started. To be fair, though, they did start this game 10 minutes early, so don't, if you're watching at home, don't go away all the way till 11 o'clock. We'll be back when the next game starts. Nice job there by the Bears with the 10-run victory, 10-0 your final score. Thanks to all of our sponsors for helping us to get this game done. Thanks to Kelly and Martha for getting everything set up here on site. Thanks to Craig for his help through the first game. We'll be back for game number 2 here in a little bit. Listen to Blair Softball on BSDN Live.